Linggo naman, magaganap ang isa na namang big-time MMA event sa Manila, ang URCC 28 Vindication sa Marriott Grand Ballroom sa Resorts World Manila. Mangyayari ang mga action-packed na bouts. At para pag-usapan yan, kasama natin yung gabi ang fighters na sina CJ de Tomas at Ryan de la Cruz. Good evening, guys. Thanks for joining us in the score. Pareho kayo may laban na in a couple days time. Pero let's talk a bit about your history para makilala kayo ng gusto ng ating mga viewers out there. CJ, ikaw yung kakalaban lang against the Japanese fighter na magandang kwento dito eh. Ito yung tumalo sa tatay mo, no?
Opo.
Ilan taon ka no nung nakita mo, nasaksihan mo na tinalo niya yung daddy mo?
Mga 13 years old.
13. Tapos, anong sinabi mo sa daddy mo nung time na nung natalo siya?
Sabi ko, pag nag-URCC na ako, maipaghiganti ko talaga siya.
Sineryoso ka ba na daddy mo noon? O para sa kanya, bata ka lang?
Yun talaga yung pangarap ko maging URCC fighter dati nung bata pa.
Pangarap mo na maging fighter at dinagdagan mo pa, ginawa mong goal na siya mismo. Ano pangalan niya? Yung Japanese yun?
Hideo Marikawa po.
Si Marikawa na talagang babawian mo siya. At yun ang nangyari. So nung dumating yung time na yun na magkakaroon ka ng laban against him, kamusta yung kumpiyansa mo na alam mo bang kayang-kaya mo siya nun?
Para kasing 6 years preparation ko yun.
Grabe, no?
Bago yung laban. So, ang dami ko na pong napagdaanan. Kaya kumpiyansa talaga ako na mananalo ko din sa kanya.
So kung ibang tao naghahanda 2 months, 3 months, ikaw 6 years. Okay. Ryan naman, you have a different path to the fight game, of course. You grew up in Hawaii. So tell us a bit of how you got into MMA. What's your story?
Well, I started from street fighting, and then I told myself, since I was undefeated on the street, I should fight in the ring. Okay. Challenge myself. That's how I started. And then you took up the sport, the actual learning the things, the sport. Interestingly, we were talking before we got in there. Both of you, walang discipline na isang tinuro na kickboxing or grappling. You basically learned MMA everything
as an MMA already as a mix.
Yeah.
So when you started to learn the other disciplines right away, what did it teach you? Did you? Yeah, I mean, you were good obviously in striking. You said your right hand was really powerful. But what did it teach you about the other aspects of the fight game?
Well, I learned that I couldn't I can't scrap everybody.
Okay.
There's a lot of people who's better than me. And I had to learn the hard way. So, it just taught me how to be a better fighter.
So you learned to respect the profession pretty much. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so this Sunday, CJ, you're 6-0 now. You're gonna go up against Alvin Ramirez. Ito namang si Alvin, apparently magaling sa kickboxing. Kamusta ka naman kapag nakakatapat ka sa mga kickboxer?
Sakto po yung galaw ko kasi wrestling type na fighter ako. Kaya kung masipa yung kalaban, yun yung panapat wrestling sa kanya.
Wrestling is
boxing, wrestling
the best talaga. So mas makakayanan mo siya. Wala kang alala kung sa laban yun, sa fight na yun.
Wala naman. Sa ngayon, wala naman.
Okay, so pero ito hindi mo 6 years pinaghandaan. Gano'ng katagal mo siya pinag-aralan kahit pa paano?
Kasi kasabayan siya ni Papa po dati pa.
Ito rin, si Alvin. Okay, alright.
8-6 ata record niya.
Okay.
Puro lahat URCC po yun.
Okay, so kilala mo na rin to. Okay. Ang dami mo, ang dami mong advantage.
3 times na siyang lumaban ng championship, hindi pa niya nakuha. So, sabi niya ngayon daw niya gustong kunin yung belt.
Alright.
Ako naman yung makakalaban niya po, kaya...
Okay. Alright, we'll see. Now, Ryan, you're going up against a Korean, si Do Gyum Lee. First of all, it's always a challenge, I can imagine. You're going up against another nationality, the scouting. How familiar would you be against these guys? How well do you know this guy, and how much is that going to help you when you get in there?
The only thing, I only watched one of his last fight, and then from what I see, his striker. Okay. Taekwondo type of fighter.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's better for me. We're gonna trade, standing. I hope. And then I just have a feeling he's gonna try and take me down. But if we stand, then it's killed or be killed. That's
your first love. Yeah. That's your bread and butter, pretty much. Okay. You're coming off back-to-back losses, though. How is that? How do you adjust? What lessons did you learn from those last 2 defeats that you could make yourself bounce back?
I actually lost once.
Just once, okay. Yeah. Your last loss. How do you learn from a loss?
It just makes me hungry. Like whatever I never do that loss, I just gotta, learn more and then, work on that. So my next fight, I do better.
Do you break it down a lot? I mean, you've obviously
honestly, not really. Just sometimes my loss is just I just took a fight heavier guy, And then because I just wanted to fight, I fought like that's like my 3 fights in like 3 months.
Ah, okay. All right.
So that fight, my guy, those 2 last fights actually, my guy pulled out, and then my last loss, my guy pulled out.
Okay.
You know, I was getting ready for a fight at 135, and then I ended up fighting at 155, and then you know the guy was a striker too. And then after that, he ended up trying to just hold me down and take me down and submitted me.
All right. Well, so how hungry are you for this one? How excited are you to fight in front of the Filipino fans as well in URCC?
I'm just happy to be back home and fight in the Philippines. It's the first time. And I'm hungry because, you know, I'm supposed to fight a couple fights again, but all my guys pulled out. And, you know, now I'm finally fighting again.
And we're finally going to see a fight here in the Philippines. So we're looking forward to seeing you, Ryan. CJ, para sa'yo, meron bang kaba na mapanatili na undefeated yung record mo na 6-0? Or para sa'yo, pinapasok mo yung laban na just focus in this fight, I don't want to worry about my record?
Oh, sa akin, sa tagal na ng experience, kasi 8 years old pa ako nagsimula po. So,
wow, 8 years old. So 12 years na halos.
Wala nang kaba pag lumalaban.
A veteran at 20 years old pretty much. So CJ and Ryan, we're gonna be really keen on seeing you guys fight this Sunday. So good luck and we'll see you at the Marathon Sunday. All the best. Salamat.
Thank you.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score. And don't forget to subscribe.